Welcome to my first playoff projection of the 2024 season. I used my model to run over 1 million simulations of the remaining schedule to project every team's playoff probability, seeding, and first-round matchup. Let's start on the AFC side. I project the Kansas City Chiefs to be the 1 seed in the AFC. The Chiefs clinched their 10th straight playoff appearance under Andy Reid and are looking to become the first team in NFL history to win 3 consecutive Super Bowls.
Touchdown, Kansas City!
If they want to hang on to the AFC's top seed, they'll need to continue winning, as the Bills have the head-to-head tiebreaker over them.
This league is crazy. Nothing's given to you, and you're getting their best shot. So you keep your heads up, man.
I project the Buffalo Bills to be the 2 seed in the AFC. Josh Allen and the Bills have already clinched their 5th straight AFC East title. They have a tough road the next 2 weeks against the Rams and Lions, but if they win both, they'll have a good chance of overtaking the Chiefs for the AFC's top seed and lone bye.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row division titles, man. 5 in a row, baby.
I project the Baltimore Ravens to be the 3 seed in the AFC. I have the Ravens as slight favorites to win the AFC North due to the Steelers' brutal stretch in weeks 15 through 17, where they face the Eagles and Ravens on the road before returning home for a matchup with a Chiefs team that will still be playing for home field advantage.
Hey, nice job. It's a great play. Nice job, man.
I project the Houston Texans to be the 4 seed in the AFC. The Texans have a 2-game lead in the AFC South, plus they've already defeated the Colts twice, meaning they win a tiebreaker with Indy.
Touchdown, Houston!
They're likely to finish as the 4 seed considering their tough schedule following their Week 14 bye. I project the Pittsburgh Steelers to be the 5 seed and top wildcard in the AFC. The Steelers are 2 ahead of Baltimore in the loss column, and a Week 16 win in Baltimore would go a long way towards their being the 3 seed and hosting a playoff game rather than having to go on the road against the Texans, which is how I currently have it. I project the Los Angeles Chargers to be the 6th seed in the AFC. This means we would get the Harbaugh Bowl Part 4 in the wild card round. Los Angeles has an 88% chance to make the playoffs in Jim Harbaugh's first season, and a win Sunday night against the Chiefs would all but clinch their spot.
Damn it!
I project the Denver Broncos to get the final playoff spot in the AFC.
No one's paying attention to stall points. That's a great win!
Sean Payton gets the Broncos back to the playoffs in his 2nd season with rookie quarterback Bo Nix. Their prize is a trip to Buffalo, although that limits the Bills' outdoor advantage considering Denver is used to playing outdoors in the winter elements. With the AFC field complete, these are the teams I have on the outside looking in. The Indianapolis Colts have a 30% chance to make the playoffs. They're 2 games back in both the AFC South and wildcard races, and they'll likely have to win out to get to 10-7 if they want to make the tournament.
Touchdown, I-N-D-Y!
The Miami Dolphins have a 15% chance to make the playoffs. They would also likely need to win out and get to 10-7 for a shot to get in.
And the Miami Dolphins throwing haymakers.
The Cincinnati Bengals have an 11% chance to make the playoffs. Their hopes all but ended with a Week 13 home loss to their rival Pittsburgh Steelers. Zach Taylor's team is 1-7 in one-score games this season.
The 4th time this year, the Bengals have scored 33 or more points and lost.
Criminal.
Moving over to the NFC side, after their big TNF win over Green Bay, I project the Detroit Lions to get the top seed in the NFC playoffs. Detroit has won 11 straight games for the first time in their 95-year history. They have a potential Super Bowl preview in Week 15 against the Bills. Even if they lose that game, if Dan Campbell's team wins the rest of their games, they will be the top seed in the conference.
Here we go, set the tone, let's go, Matt!
I project the Philadelphia Eagles to be the 2 seed in the NFC. The Eagles have won 8 straight since their bye and are 3 games clear of Washington in the NFC East. they've all but assured themselves a top 2 seed in the conference.
You earn the right to play in games like this.
I project the Seattle Seahawks to win the NFC West and be the 3 seed in the NFC. Seattle has a 1-game lead in the division, and I have them holding on to win it. They've won 3 straight since their bye, and a win Sunday in Arizona would be huge for their chances of this becoming a reality.
It's going to take it in for a touchdown!
I project the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win the NFC South and be the 4 seed in the NFC. The Bucs are also undefeated since their bye, winning their last 2 games. I have them projected to win the division despite Atlanta holding the head-to-head tiebreaker, because the Bucs only have 1 game remaining against a team with a winning record. That's in LA against the Chargers in Week 15.
Mayfield is hotter than a match.
I project the Minnesota Vikings to be the 5 seed in the NFC. The Vikings have won 5 straight, but I don't have them catching Detroit in the NFC North, especially after their win Thursday. Minnesota's schedule is tough down the stretch, with just 1 game against a team that's currently under 500.
Touchdown!
Even after their loss in Detroit, I still have the Green Bay Packers as the NFC's 6th seed. Matt LaFleur's team still has tough road tests against the Seahawks and Vikings, meaning it's even more likely the Vikings will be the 5 seed and Green Bay could play in Seattle twice in the span of a month.
2 games, 5 days. We handled our business, man.
I project the Washington Commanders to be the 7th seed in the NFC. The Packers' loss Thursday in Detroit closes the gap for the 6th seed, which is huge considering it's likely Green Bay and Washington would much prefer a trip to Seattle over Philadelphia in the wildcard round. There are 4 NFC teams currently in contention that I have projected to miss the tournament. The Arizona Cardinals have a 51% chance to make the playoffs. Arizona has games left with all 3 NFC West opponents in a tightly packed divisional race. A win Sunday against Seattle would put them in great shape, as their only 2 non-NFC West opponents remaining are the Patriots and Panthers.
I'm about to play like this the last game of the season.
The Atlanta Falcons have a 49% chance to make the playoffs. Kirk Cousins returns to Minnesota Sunday and also plays his former Washington team in Week 17. The Falcons are in good shape if they win 1 or both of those games, considering they have the head-to-head tiebreaker over the Buccaneers. And their other 3 opponents to close out the season are the Raiders, Giants, and Panthers.
Hey, keep applying pressure, right? That's what we do, right? That's our job.
The Los Angeles Rams have a 45% chance to make the playoffs. Their comeback win last week in New Orleans was huge for their chances, but Sean McVay's team has a tough schedule down the stretch, with games remaining against all 3 division opponents, and they host Buffalo Sunday.
Touchdown, Puka Nacua!
The San Francisco 49ers have just a 7% chance to make the playoffs. Kyle Shanahan's team has lost 3 straight and just cannot get over the injury bug. Both Christian McCaffrey and Jordan Mason are on IR, joining Brandon Ayuk. Trent Williams and Nick Bosa have also each missed the last 2 games, and it looks like this will be a lost season in San Francisco. That's my first playoff projection for the 2024 NFL season.